How do you go from this to this? Nice. What's up, rehabbers? Welcome back to the channel. Dr. Lauren Linus, joined today by Dr. Sharif Ellengar, and today we are going to talk to you about exercises you should be doing following an ankle sprain. But not just any exercises, high-level exercises you need to be doing to return to sport following an ankle sprain. Now, if you're dealing with an ankle sprain and it's more acute in nature, I want you to check out this really awesome YouTube video we have right up here, okay? But if you're ready to return to sport and you're wondering what exercises should I be doing to get to that next level, then stay tuned because we've got some great exercises for you. Now, before we dive into those exercises, let's talk about what exactly a lateral ankle sprain is. So a lateral ankle sprain is when we have an inversion type of ankle sprain and we put a lot of stress on the lateral part of our ankle here, okay? And this gets some involvements of some of the ligaments which attach bone to bone of the lateral ankle. Now, these ligaments include the talofibular ligament, the calcaneofibular ligament, and the posterior talofibular ligament, okay? There are 3 different grades for ankle sprains, and if you're curious to what those 3 different grades are, we've got them for you right here. But we know that following a lateral ankle sprain, it can take up to 3 months to get back to sports. So what high-level exercises should you be doing to get to that next level? Well, let us show you.
All right, so after Lauren gave you guys an awesome breakdown of what ankle sprains are, we're gonna get into some exercises so you can go ahead and try these out and put a couple ideas into implementation of how to get yourself back to sport. So first thing we're gonna do here is called a slider lunge exercise. So if you don't have a fancy slider like this, don't worry, you don't need one. You can get a paper plate, find something smooth where you can work along and it'll work really well. All right, so she's gonna work on a slider lunge in all different positions. So going forward, anterior, out to the side, and then posterior coming on back. So she's getting some good load through the foot and ankle here, starting to re-expose it to that increased load in a closed chain position. Now notice how she's using more of a minimalist shoe here. We're using the Vivo Barefoots, which is a great minimalist shoe that you could use, or getting yourself actually into a barefoot position is really important for ankle sprain rehab because you wanna work on the joint proprioceptors inside of the foot and ankle, which basically tells you where your foot is in space and really is good to train when working on regaining your balance and stability. Awesome job. All right. So next thing we're gonna do is you want to start introducing some load plyometrically if you're getting back to some jumping, some cutting, whatever you're doing in your sports. So this is called a snap down exercise. It's gonna help on introducing some load and a lower impact before going to some more aggressive plyometrics, which we'll show next. So you're gonna start with arms coming up, and then snap it on down just like that. So notice how she's taking that quick motion and really feeling that absorption of the ground in a less loaded position where it's not a lot of impact off the bat, but she's still able to start training in that position of introducing some load and feeling that through the foot and ankle complex. Good, one more, awesome, great job. Whew. All right, so after she got the snap down, we're gonna go into what's known as some depth drops into some different jumps. So the first one, we're gonna work purely in the sagittal motion, so coming straight forward. So she's gonna do a depth drop into a broad jump where she explodes forward. So that depth drop is now working through a larger range of motion. There's more time in the air, so she's gonna have to absorb more of her body load, which is a progression from that snap down. And then she's also working on exploding through to that broad jump. So she's really working towards the latter stages of this on training the power component. She'll wanna spend as least time as possible on the ground and pushing herself forward. Now that she's done some of that, we can start to work in different planes of motion. So now she's gonna go into that lateral jump out to the side, and then she's also loading onto a single leg. So she's exploding off, pushing to the side, and working in a different plane of motion. Good. One more. Awesome job. All right. Let's get the box out of the way. Now, we can start training some agility. We're gonna work on a lateral shuffle with a cone tap. So you can set up a couple cones, a couple objects, and you're gonna go side to side. And that lateral ankle sprain, you really wanna work on retraining those ligaments on the outside of the ankle, working in this position as you do those cone taps because the more strong those ligaments get, the more resilient they are. And you know that ankle sprains have a high recurrence rate, so we really want to work on training those ligaments. Speedy Gonzalez. Awesome job. All right, best one for last. All right, so this is gonna work on doing what's known as perturbation. So you know when you play sports, things will happen unexpectedly. Maybe you're running and someone comes up to try to get you from the side. You have to be able to regain your balance when you don't know where that is coming from. So she's gonna work on some pogos in place here. I'm gonna come in and try to give her some taps in different positions, making sure she can maintain her stability in place. All right, this is a pretty fun one. Awesome job, rocked it.
All right, prehabbers, so Sharif put me through a good workout there, so I'm gonna go take a water break. But remember, key takeaways from this video. Ankle sprains can be frustrating, so make sure that once you're having minimal to no pain, you start working on these more sport-specific exercises, okay? Start working on loading mechanics with the snap downs that we demonstrated, some jumping, right? And then also start working on some perturbations, external factors playing a role, so you really have to react and you get strong so you can get back to sports. If you're looking to get back to sport and you want a little bit more guidance, go ahead and check out our ankle sprain prehab program and our ankle sprain rehab program to really get back to it. Okay, someone turn on the AC.
Hey, did you like this video? If you did, you should definitely check out the Prehab app. It includes all of our programs, a brand new workout library, and tons more videos like the one you saw today. Check it out by clicking on this link. You get a free trial. Take control of your health today.